Alright, my name is James Williams Jr., and in the light of all the shit that's going on with the Harvey Weinstein, House of Cards fella, Kevin Spacey, and every other producer and director, and everyone who's ever looked at a woman in the wrong motherfucking way, coming out of the woodwork with all these sexual misconduct allegations and judgments and laws and accusations of rape and sodomy and everything, I'm gonna play this video. And then I'm going to say some stuff on here that's going to piss you off, but it's all true. And I've touched on this before, and this is some really adult shit, so if you're a child, you need to go somewhere else. If you're a girl and you're under the age of 11, you need to go somewhere else. But if you're 11 and up, things in your body have started to change, you need to sit your ass down and watch this video. I'm James Williams Jr., here we go.
I'd expect a bitter man to emerge from this ordeal.
Brian Banks was a
star linebacker.
Try to get the damn thing at the bed.
Brian Banks was a star linebacker at Long Beach Polytech when his dreams were shattered by a rape conviction. His accuser later admitted she lied, and now Banks is free man. Eyewitness News reporter Miriam Hernandez is joining us live from Long Beach with his emotional day in court today. Miriam? And you might expect a bitter man to emerge from this ordeal, but today, Brian Banks tells the world that this experience has made him stronger, more patient, and ultimately, a better man.
There comes a time when you have to let go in order to move on. The only thing I wasn't going to let go was this fight.
A 10-year fight backed by friends, family, and the California Innocence Project. A battle to show the court Brian Banks was wrongly accused and wrongly convicted. He was 16 years old, a top athlete with NFL dreams. It all dissolved after a classmate, 15-year-old Juanetta Gibson, passed a note to a friend claiming Banks raped her. It read in part, "He didn't have a condom on, and I was a virgin, now I'm not." Gibson won a $1.5 million lawsuit against the school. Banks got 5 years in prison, 5 years on parole, and a lifetime label as a sex offender. Until this moment, exoneration.
The people will concede the matter, Your Honor, and ask the court to grant the petition. Right. Petition is granted.
The turnabout came after Banks' accuser asked to friend him on Facebook. He wanted much more, a confession, and he got it. Now, once more, he sets his sights on a football career.
This is the most determined individual I've ever met. If you are looking for someone who has the athletic ability, but the heart, give him a chance.
On a day of high emotion, Banks and his parents say they hold no anger against the accuser.
She was 15, and it was the adults that were behind her, that was pushing her.
Soon Banks will shed his ankle monitor and a dark past.
I vowed to myself that I would take this opportunity and be the best person that I can be in this world, and show people that no matter what you go through, there is light at the tunnel.
There was no comment today from the accuser and no word yet on whether any criminal or civil action will be filed against her. Reporting live from Long Beach, Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Miriam,
I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to address this fact because this happens more often than not. Alright, I posted this on my Facebook, so I'm video blogging about it right now. And I'm kind of going to make this a two-part issue because I do have to go get a child off the bus. But thousands and thousands of fake rapes happen just as much as thousands of real rapes happen. And in these cases of rape, the fake ones and the statutory rapes, apparently the accusers don't really get any sentencing or time for it. Now, I'm not trying to be anti-female. I'm not trying to be against females in any way, shape, or form. But I am against lies. And the truth of the matter is, 16-year-olds in the state of Virginia can consent to sex. 16-year-olds in many states can consent to sex. And in some states, even younger, if you can fucking believe that. I don't really know which states, and I don't want to live there because I would hate to have somebody use that as a legal loophole to get away with raping a child of mine. But I will say this, legally, if they ain't 18, keep living the dream. And when they turn 18 and they are free, then you can set the dream free. But on a serious note, when a girl lies to a man who's like 20-something years old and says she's 18 when she's really 15 or 16, it's kind of the responsibility of her parents to take law into their own hands But him not knowing isn't his fault. If you're raising your daughter to lie, then that's kind of her fault, and she should be held accountable for it, and he shouldn't be labeled a sex offender because girls do lie. And men lie, but girls do lie about their age more. They always want to be older than they are, and then when something goes wrong, they revert back to, well, I was only 15. I don't give a damn about the young lady that accused him of being 15. And I understand what the mother said about the adults behind that pushing her to get this guy charged with some shit. The fact that she lied and a man spent 5 years in prison, and I don't support the mother of this guy supporting the girl because she was accusing him that. No, that's some bullshit. Because she fucked this dude life up. Period. She should be punished for this shit. And if you guys don't like this part of this video, well, you can suck rocks because it can happen to you. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to your brother, your mother, your sister, your cousin. It can happen to anyone. And the people who lie about their age and lie and have statutory rape should be punished. And the man shouldn't be punished by himself, and he shouldn't be a sex offender for the rest of his life. This dude wasn't statutory. He was 16, she was 15, and she said that he raped her. He spent 5 years in jail. He didn't get to finish high school unless he finished it in jail. He didn't get to do a lot of things. He got marked as a sex offender for life, and they're exonerating him now. But the whole point is this shit didn't have to happen had she not lied. So we have to teach our sons to just stay away from girls until they're 20 years old so that they know this shit can happen. We have to teach our daughters not to lie about their age so that they know this shit can happen. And now let me flip the script. I'm gonna flip the script real quick because when real rapes happen, it's shit like this that makes it impossible for cops to determine if the shit was a real rape or an alleged rape or if it was a rape at all. And the first thing a cop do is believes the woman, man goes to jail. There's no questions asked. We can't show we have been raped by women, unless they stick something up our butts. But for like penetration purposes, if you're wearing a condom, the residue's on the condom. The residue inside is yours, the residue outside is hers, and there's no proof that she raped you. Because the law doesn't believe that men can really be raped unless it's in prison and it's ass rape. But, a woman can force herself on you and rape you with her sex organ just as well. And I did a video about that like a couple of days back. But the whole principle of the thing is that, when people commit lies like this, real rape victims suffer. Alright? That's the whole first part of this whole video. That when you are a young woman and you have not been raped, but you've been sexually active and you're afraid to tell your parents that you're sexually active, so you blame some innocent person for raping you. You do not understand the fucking ramifications that you are causing, because that is a ripple that doesn't stop. And this person may have never raped anybody. He may be a fucking virgin. He's sitting in prison, ain't never had no pussy, and he's trying to guard his ass so that he doesn't become a pussy, and you're dancing around scot-free because you don't want to tell your parents that you were having sex. What's the worst thing they can do? Beat your ass? Ground you? Lock you in a house? You should never lie about rape. If you're a guy or a girl, that is the one fucking thing that you should not lie about. You lie about anything in this world, but rape is the one thing that you should not lie about. I mean, you honestly, truly to God, should not lie about it. And it's just one of those things that it's not right. And quite frankly, if you're going to lie about rape, you should be charged. You should be charged to the fullest extent of the law, which probably is a slap on the wrist because it's a chick. But, if a man raped a woman, he's going to jail anywhere between 5 to 15. If a woman lies about a rape, there's no pending charges. There's no permanent solution. She's not labeled as a sex offender. She can pretty much walk the streets and do whatever the hell she wants. But if a man does some shit like that, oh, we're done. We're straight locked the fuck up for life, labeled as a sex offender, even if we didn't do it. It's done. And women should have to be prosecuted for this shit too. Y'all are in the era right now of women coming out of the woodwork about being accusing people of raping them and harassing them and all this other shit. But what about when the script is flipped? Most men, we have male pride. If I'm married to a hot chick and a hot chick at work is like harassing me and I'm too scared to tell my wife, or I'm too scared to file it to the boss because she's been there longer and they're going to fire me over her and I'm trying to feed my family. Most people the first thing they'll say is to a man is, "Oh, you're a punk. You're a pussy. You know, she trying to give you the pussy. Just take the fucking pussy. Deal with it." And it does happen. You know, rather it's gonna happen on like a movie set, and I'm gonna come out and be like, "Yeah, I was sexually harassed by women." Let me tell you something. I'm single. Well, it's complicated rather, but I don't have a ring on a girl's finger, and I'm not in a relationship where I'm physically touching a chick. So, like I said, it's complicated. But I, I will tell you this: if I'm in a movie set and a hot actress or the producers are making passes at me, I don't see nothing wrong with flirting. But if I'm married, I'll be like, look, yo, honestly, I'm married. I'm happily married. If I wasn't married, that would be different. But while I'm married, I'm not going to fucking leave my wife for 15 minutes of fun and ruin everything that I have. And then there are some people who just don't give a damn. But then there are people who are afraid that, all right, like say I'm on a soap opera and the boss is like, either you fuck me or you're fired, and I just got the job. And I don't want to go back to pushing burgers, and I don't want to go back to sweeping floors and doing things that I'm doing now to make ends meet. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have sex with her because I want to make movies and she's my way in. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it. And am I going to report this shit? Probably not until after I'm well established. That way I know I'll be able to keep my acting career going, even though it won't be for that company anymore or anyone else. These things do happen. People don't think that they do, but they do. And the thing is that most people don't, they aren't subjugated to these fabrications of the law. No. I'm gonna make a second part of this, and I need to go. So this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2, and I'll be seeing you.